we don't get blasted by it. And that's one of the things that I've really tried to be aware of happening here, because there's, they got a little skirmish right there. What do we got? If you're just now joining us, we are live outside the steps of our nation's capital, and an event that I don't think we've seen in my modern day history. And this is a series of events that we didn't think would happen today. It all started this morning around 9 a.m. at the Ellipse, just the South Lawn of the White House, and President Trump took the stage for about an hour and a half. He delivered a message of hope, and kind of recapped his election year and recapped the steps of the election and his accomplishments over his 4 years. From that point, we went to a march. We left there and marched towards the Capitol. And then roughly at about 2 o'clock is when things started to go south here. And we lost coverage due to just the amount of cell phone activity, so we had to retreat back to our offices near the White House. We regrouped, and now we're here. Joe Petrie is joining us. Jaden's with me as well, and we're trying to bring you as much coverage as we can right now. And this is a very fluid situation. We've got tear gas that's been fired at the protesters here, so when we hear these flashbangs, if you don't mind, we're going to try and cover our mouth and our nose the best we can, because we took a hit of it earlier and it was brutal. And we just want to show you what's happening now. I've had a lot of messages on social media about Antifa-like activity and violence. Other than what you're seeing now, and that's people just trying to get into the Capitol, and I'm not saying that's absolutely right. It's wrong. We shouldn't necessarily be breaking in, but that's what's going on right now. As you can see, there's a little skirmish pushing protesters aside. A lot of people saying they didn't see this type of protest against Antifa, and that's a good question. You know, we haven't seen this type of resistance. Cover my mouth. Okay, I've got my eyes closed. You guys don't mind? You got it? You clear? You clear? We're good? All right, we're good. Screaming traitor, traitors. I think if they would have shown more resistance to Antifa, I think this crowd would be a little bit more, I don't think they'd be as angry, but the violence they're seeing back is really, says a lot. Now joining us, thank you for tuning in. It's been a very eventful day here. I know if you're watching a lot of the mainstream media, they may not be showing you this, but we're here because we think that freedom is worth fighting for, and showing you this coverage is what we need to do. At this moment in our history, you can take a look back towards the Washington Memorial. The crowd is gathered down there, and now they're chanting, "We won't go." And I honestly, that was one of the first questions I asked when we came out here. I don't see how you disperse this crowd. I just don't see how you do it. And to think that the very steps that we're standing on right now is where state dignitaries, guests of the president, Congress, Senate, this is where they all assemble for inauguration. And that entryway that they're breaking into is actually where the president would walk out. I mean, this is the very spot that inauguration happens, and the fact that we're standing here protesting is incredible. I would never have thought that this would happen. Never. It's okay. Thank you. I just don't know how these people are getting inside, man. That's incredible. Yes, sir. We're Right Side Broadcasting. We're live right now.
All right, Jeff Collison, Nebraska here, representing. Just want to stand here. Thank you so much, Right Side, for all you're doing. You just keep it up.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It's amazing that people were able to break in the Capitol. I'm beside myself. This is R-rated. Yeah, I want to apologize for the language you might be hearing right now. We can't control a lot of the circumstances around us, so if you hear something that's inappropriate, we apologize. We're certainly not trying to put that out there, but we are here, and it's a fluid situation. So,
everybody meet next week with gas masks.
nice little 360 view of what's going on right now. These people standing up on this edge, Joe, why don't you show these guys standing up there? That makes me nervous, because they are probably a good 20 feet above the surface there. That really, I mean, these people have zero fear up here. Look at even look at the media risers, Joe. Take a look at that. People climb the media risers, which, to be honest with you, that's probably the safest place up here. You're kind of isolated in front of the crowd here, but this is this is amazing that we're actually standing on the inauguration stage. Like, this is where the president would be sworn in, right here. These steps, that entrance, he walks to those doors. It really is surreal that we're standing here while this is going on. And Joe Biden has said early on that he will not have a public inauguration because, in my opinion, he knows that it could be protested just like we're seeing today. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Joe Biden won't be public about anything, because Trump supporters, as you see, will show up and resist.
Big as it was a couple of hours ago, but there are still people on these steps who seem to have no plans to leave anytime soon. People that we have seen come out claiming to have been inside the U.S. Capitol. They are greeted kind of as heroes by the crowd here when they come out and they talk about their experience inside. And we saw some people actually following kind of tracking closely behind a few police in riot gear, calling them traitors for whatever happened inside the U.S. Capitol, and berating them as they made their way across the front here. Savannah?
Allison Baldwin, correspondent on the ground outside the Capitol. I want to go to a news conference underway now. Muriel Bowser, the mayor of Washington, D.C., who's called the 6 o'clock curfew to the Capitol, so let's listen in.
This afternoon, I announced a citywide curfew for the District of Columbia beginning at 6 p.m. this evening, going until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. During the curfew, no one is allowed to be outside in public places other than essential workers, which includes credentialed media engaging in essential functions. As you can see from video images, the unlawful behavior inside the United States Capitol building. I continue to urge all Washingtonians to stay home and stay calm, and if you see something, say something. But above all, stay home. The behavior that we are witnessing is shameful, unpatriotic, and above all, it is unlawful. Anyone who has engaged in these activities, continues to engage in these activities, will be held accountable. There will be law and order, and this behavior will not be tolerated. The Metropolitan Police Department has been deployed to assist the United States Capitol Police in restoring order to the Capitol, and our Chief of Police will lead the command to clear the Capitol building and establish a perimeter around the Capitol. I have requested both the Virginia State Police and the Maryland State Police to deploy officers, and they have engaged immediately to deploy officers to the Metropolitan Police Department to help regain control of the United States Capitol. I have also invoked several days ago a standing mutual aid agreement with our surrounding jurisdictions, and I want to thank them for deploying. Those jurisdictions include Arlington County, Montgomery County, Prince George's County, as well as Baltimore City. We want to thank them for sending their officers in assisting